I think that people who shoot other people on racist principles deserve to go to prison for it.
Look at this chimping out. You following me to my truck now? We got 18 rounds for you. We ain't got nothing else.
The social media influencer known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
I support freedom of speech. I believe he acted in self-defense.
That's what happened. Chud was assaulted. He defended himself.
Not acting in self-defense.
I've watched the videos.
Why are you acting like a right now?
Acting like a what?
You heard me. Sit down. Keep coming up.
You gonna punch me?
I'm gonna mace your ass real quick.
I don't want to get pepper sprayed. I really don't.
Go pick up my hat. You heard me.
I've seen the posts.
Ooga booga. Look how he's chipping out.
I think he was very, very clear about what he intended to do.
Blew his brains out that night. I almost feel like it's going to happen.
And I believe he should be held accountable.
How's it going? This is Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan. Andrew is in Iran right now, so he can't make it, but we are at Montgomery County Courthouse, where Jake Lang advertised a free Chud the Builder rally. For those of you that don't know, Chud the Builder is an online agitator who came to prominence a few weeks ago, brandishing weapons at people while calling them the N-word.
I think this is an FBI psychops.
And earlier this week, he shot somebody, which was the obvious outcome. There's not really anybody here, but we do see some people right here. I see somebody... How's it going? We had heard that there was a free Chud the Builder rally.
That's exactly why I'm here.
That's why you're here?
Yeah, I was calling it Cap because I didn't think he was actually going to come. I drove around a little bit ago and didn't see anyone, so.
Is the political climate of this town kind of favoring Chud the Builder, or?
No. It would absolutely be the minority. It's funny, actually, because me and some of my friends had reached out to the mayor like 6 months ago when this first started happening, saying that this exact thing was going to happen. So, a little disappointed, but at least no one died, I guess.
So let's get the facts behind the case, right? And I say this all the time. Take your feelings out of everything, right? And let's get the facts. So from what we're hearing, right, is that Chud was assaulted and Chud fired a weapon, right? And Chud shot himself in the process. That's what we're hearing. That's what's going around. Now, allegedly, there's video footage. I haven't seen the video. If you did, please let us know what happened. Please let us know where to find it. And if it's an AI video, I'm blocking your stupid ass, right? But we need to be as objective as possible with this case. I don't like Chud the Builder, but in this particular case, I want to see whether he's innocent or guilty. I want to see the exact paperwork. I want to know what actually happened through the eyes of the law. You know what I mean? Because y'all can hate the man all you want, but if he did nothing wrong through the eyes of the law, then Chud is going to be a free man.
I think that even though it seems like it's a super red state, that there's not a lot of people that are actually like standing on it in public, if that makes sense. Like, I walk around with a fuck ice pin on my bag and no one's ever said anything to me.
Have you seen anybody that you think is a free Chud the Builder supporter?
Here?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
I'm here in support of Dalton Etherly and an advocate for the First Amendment. I believe he acted in self-defense, and Tennessee is very clear about stand your ground law, and I don't think that he did anything unlawful. It's not attempted murder. He was attempting to prevent his own murder. He has a right to defend.
People keep saying, I don't think. And that's my issue with this shit, right? I don't think. We don't care about what you think. We want to know what the fuck happened. We want to know what actually factually happened in that particular situation. You know what I'm saying? Because if Chud was really assaulted first, Chud should be a free man. But a lot of stories are being mixed up. A lot of people are spreading their own narratives about what happened. People, you got to read between the lines when it comes to the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck your feelings. We're talking about the law right now.
His life, his liberty, and the pursuit of happiness per the Constitution.
The reality is, this is America. We have rights and liberties that we must exercise and be able to maintain. We can't have any inch of those liberties being taken from us.
If we lose the First Amendment, they're going to come for the Second Amendment. And we need the Second Amendment to defend the First Amendment.
This guy who assaulted Chud, and Chud went to defend himself, and now he has a book being thrown at him. Chud had every right to self-defense. Yes, he was a provocative person, and there was premeditation in that provocation. But what he was trying to exemplify is that we have the ability and the freedoms in America to exercise our liberties to the full extent, and that we should possess the full extent of our liberties and our rights, and those things should be maintained.
I strongly think that Chud the Builder was antagonizing that man and was not acting in self-defense, but I'm not out here specifically for the bond hearing. I just saw on Lang's posts and stories that he was trying to get people out here to like protest and put up a banner and stuff, and we saw Lang once at like 8:30 in the morning. Didn't see him again.
And what side of the political aisle would you describe yourself on?
I would say I lean more conservative, but I very much disagree with those that call themselves conservatives because I don't think they show conservative values right now.
I noticed the 1776 shirt, so you're conservative as well?
Yeah, I lean more like that. Like the more normal people, like, you know, like Charlie. But like Chud the Builder, it's more like white supremacy than it is like conservative values.
Do you know anybody that actually wants Chud the Builder to be free?
Not personally. Just the big social media names.
You're outside Chud the Builder's courthouse right now. The fate of the future of white civilization is here. Will we allow the court system to weaponize against us, or will we stand up as heritage Americans for Chud the Builder?
So now that you guys know that this fucking weirdo came up to him and he took a blatant stance, even if he did take a blatant stance, held his gun like this. It wasn't out. The dude hit him and then they went to the ground. That's when shots were fired.
I mean, it does sound like a little bit of a case of self-defense. We're from Florida. You know what I mean? We got to stand your ground law. It's hard to know without all the facts. I don't know about premeditating a confrontation.
Or what? You want to get maced right now?
There's always a time
And that's the thing, and that's what hurts Chud, right? He's known to antagonize. He's known to provoke people. He's known to start shit. And anybody that says otherwise, you're a fucking idiot and you're fucking disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Chud the Builder is an antagonizer. We all seen the same viral clips. We've all seen it. If you follow Chud, you know this motherfucker starts shit. He goes out looking for trouble. Anybody who says or thinks otherwise is a fucking disingenuous dickhead. Simple as that. Simple as that. So that's the main thing about this case. Did Chud start this shit? Because he's known for starting shit. But in this particular case that he's locked up about, did he really start it? Did he really start it? So people are saying he started it, then the guy came and put hands on Chud, and Chud shot him. Well, what does the law say about that? If you started the fight, you know what I mean? Do you have the right to defend yourself? Read between the lines. Read between the lines, because if Chud had the right to defend himself, even after starting the fight, Chud should be a free man. He should be a free man.
place, and whether you deem something disrespectful or respectful doesn't negate the fact that you have the right to express yourself in this country.
Saying something like that out loud to somebody like that, I mean, I don't agree with it at all.
And if you don't like that, right, go move to fucking Canada where they don't have free speech laws.
With that being said, though, what did we learn in, like, what, elementary school? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, right? So I think at the same time, to play devil's advocate, no matter what you call somebody, a grown-ass man should be like, okay, cool, walk away, right? To go and fight each other over it is kind of crazy to me, on both sides.
I agree with him 100%. And yes, I do understand it's a lot of history behind the N-word, the hard R to be exact. It's a lot of history behind that, right? But at the end of the day, if we're being objective, it is a word. It is a word. Oh, no, it's not just a word. Okay, then what the fuck is it then? Because if a word can cause you to lose control, you have issues. You have maturity issues, right? If a racist white person was to call me a hard R, yes, I would talk shit back. Yes, I would clap back, but I'm not going to assault physically, right? Unless this person comes up to me and assaults me or touches me or looks as if he's trying to aggressively approach me, then that's why I'm going to let these hands go. But if you call me a name, whether it's the hard R, monkey, chimp, whatever, I'm going to fight you back with the same fire you fight me with. I'm going to talk shit back to you. I'm going to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to touch you because that's you're pushing the limit at that point. Now I would be in the wrong. You know, you can't let words cause you to crash out.
Let's turn it on its head. Put the shoe on the other foot. You're a black man. You're calling me a cracker. If I was to then assault you, you were just exercising your freedom of speech. And we don't have words in this country that are illegal to say. If you're not threatening to kill somebody or strewing words together which are a threat to someone's mortal being, but calling somebody a name that they don't like or don't prefer, that doesn't give somebody just cause to then beat you up for that.
He's correct. He's 100% correct.
You gotta have some respect for people.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I view it. Like, if you don't have respect, then what kind of man are you?
Couldn't say it better myself.
It's not about the word. He did it with the intentions of antagonizing the black community. He knew exactly what he was doing when he was doing it. He got exactly what he wanted. He wanted to shoot a black man. That was his whole point.
Let me see a with a weapon. As soon as I see you, bro, I'm fucking shooting your brains out. Starting things and instigating and harassing people shoots and kills a black man. That's what it's going to say all over the headlines.
So why would he go into these communities, starting trouble with them constantly, knowing what it does, knowing what that word, how that word makes us feel? He knew what he was doing when he did it.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Don't walk up on me, y'all ain't gonna do nothing but chimp out.
Is trying to say I can't come in the store.
Look at these dumbass chipping out. What y'all gonna do if I walk in the store? What are y'all gonna do if I walk in the store?
He thinks this city would condone his actions. That's crazy. He is a horrible person.
We don't want hate in Clarksville. We don't want that racism, that bigotry, none of that stuff.
Hey, what's up, guys? As many of you guys know, in today's episode, we sent our correspondent Liam to the streets of Clarksville, Tennessee to investigate the Chud the Builder bail hearing rally. It's a pretty niche story, but a lot of people care about this, which begs the question, how is the mainstream media covering this right now? To find out, I'm gonna pull up Ground News right here on my phone, which is a dope.
Yeah, this is an advertisement. It's an advertisement. Here we go.
With a weapon on your hip and saying things that you know are going to offend us intentionally, he knew what he was doing.
Do you think there's any credence to the thought that, like, if you bring a weapon and then try to provoke somebody, that it's kind of premeditated?
I mean, that's an allegation. You can't really.
I mean, he was doing it.
I agree with that. You're going to always have a weapon. If you got the right to carry, then fucking carry. I stand with that. If you're in the state that gives you the legal right to carry a weapon, carry your damn weapon, right? But as far as premeditation, that's iffy when it comes to Chud. Because Chud made it clear that he wants to aggravate people. And that's the biggest issue with this case. People don't want to admit, which is insane to me. That's why I judge these people. People don't want to admit that Chud was an agitator, right? So he did have intentions where he would do certain shit to black folks in particular. So having that weapon on him is really a toss-up at this point. Because it's like at one point, Chud is admitting to being a fucking agitator. Then at the other point, he's a law-abiding citizen. So for this woman and for other people to say, well, you can't say it was premeditated, it's really a toss-up. Because you can't go inside the man's brain and be like, okay, this is what you were thinking. You can't do that. But based off his track record and the shit that he puts out, this could very well be premeditated. But at the end of the day, this is a subjective opinion. Her opinion is subjective. My opinion is subjective. In my opinion, yes, I would say this shit was premeditated. Based off what we know from Chud, based off how Chud moves, I would say that this shit was premeditated. He wanted to look for trouble. But then again, I'm not the law. It's just my subjective opinion.
For like weeks, though, online with the camera up.
And you're calling that provocation?
Every time you see dirty you see dirty trash. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass.
When you go in with a gun, I think you know what to expect. We've seen both sides kind of talk about this with Kyle Rittenhouse on one side, and then Republicans talking about Alex, I forgot his name now, up in Minnesota. Both sides are saying, you know, when you have a gun, you're bringing it to a group. I mean, you don't expect anything good to come out of that. And so this whole case, you know, I think $1.25 million bond says a lot about it.
I'm on set initial bond at $1.25 million.
Are you in the courtroom right now?
I was in the courtroom just now, yes.
What can you tell us?
What do you want to know?
Well, what's going on up there? I mean, what does it look like the self-defense is gonna pass, or I mean?
That's not even the point of the hearing today. You clearly have some significant misapprehension.
Yeah.
It's a bond hearing. The only thing happening today is the judge deciding what the appropriate bond is for Dalton Netherly. That's it.
Gotcha. Jake Lang was making some hand gestures in the courtroom, and the judge asked him to stop or he would be removed. And at that point, Jake decided he wanted to make some statements. And after he made these statements, he was removed from the courtroom, arrested. So he will be held here at the Montgomery County
Jake
jail,
Lang is an idiot, by the way.
Released in 10 days.
While he was being escorted out, he made a comment about a, quote, two-tiered justice system.
It's stupid. I mean, like, he's running for Senate, Lang, in Florida, and then he's coming here to support a white supremacist. We're supposed to be Americans.
This is what he wanted to do. He wanted to cause a rise. He wanted to call in the white supremacists. That's what they're doing now. They gathered up, they put their posters together, but they didn't show up for him, so they're not here.
Did you see
That's
the bus?
deep. That's
No.
deep.
Where is it?
Oh, they were asking us if there was any people here that came, and we told them there wasn't because like no one showed up, and they went back. But they came all the way up from Florida.
We're from Florida, you know what I mean?
Are there certain positions that you find yourself splintering from the Republican Party in specifically?
No. I mean, when it comes to, like, listen, I'm a Republican through and through. I feel like they are, that's the party of common sense the most, right now.
Yeah.
But, because I don't agree with, like, men going in little girls' bathrooms, right? And dressing up and pretending to be women is kind of crazy to me, so. You want me to expand it real quick? So
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Pause it real quick.
Yeah.
MAGA Mobile Command is the bus. Me, I'm MAGA junk removal on all platforms pretty much.
It's a magnet for sure, man. You just park and people come up to you and they talk to you. You can find out what the temperature is in the area,
That's some
how
cool
the people
shit.
are really feeling.
Because like people
I would
are-
like to
are
talk to
itching
these people. I
for,
really would.
for stuff like this, patriotic things.
Yeah, I think everybody thought that this is where Jake Lang was.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No. I know Jake Lang. I do know him. But yeah. So this is like some of the campaign hats and everything. And then for MAGA Mobile Command, we have these hats. It is new. We just started a couple months ago. As you can see, you got Jack Hughes on the side of this motorhome. So that's very new. He scored the game-winning goal for Team USA. And so we put a lot of thought into it, man. It's a good tribute to the 250th anniversary of America and what makes our country so great, right? And the biggest thing is we should be able to vote for who we want to vote for without being completely rude and nasty to one another. It shouldn't be like, hey, because you voted for this person, we can't sit at the same table and eat, right? Yeah. That's what I think is kind of crazy at this day and age. And we notice it. This thing kind of brings demons out of people, and it's not intentional at all. We're here to, just spread love in the word, you know what I mean?
This guy is on point. I'm going to look up this guy, and I'm going to follow him. I like this guy. I like that guy. I'm going to follow him on Facebook, man. Shout out to that guy.
What's your last name?
Kozak. Liam Kozak.
Kozak. Is your family Ukrainian?
Yes.
You're Ukrainian Jewish?
Yeah.
Dude, I knew it, man. The Jews are always trying to push a liberal narrative in this country.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. They're behind every left-wing radical organization. They're funders of the BLM. They're funders of every Marxist movement. I worked for Charlie Kirk for 2 years, and he said that right before he was killed. One of the reasons it got him killed. He started to expose AIPAC, started to expose Zionism, started to expose the state of Israel. So, are you a Christian or are you a practicing Jew?
I'm neither. I didn't grow up with Judaism in my family.
So you're an atheist Jew?
Yes.
So you're a Bolshevik?
Why would I be a Bolshevik?
Well, your last name's Kozak. You're an atheistic Jew. I mean, you fit right in with communism. Leon Trotsky.
Do you really think that there's like a correlation between my last name and what I believe?
Well, obviously. The things that you're espousing are the same things that were espoused by Vladimir Lenin. This is kind of a Marxist ideology that seems to run deep within atheistic Jewry, and I don't understand that. But why have you come to the value system that you have come to? Was that the university that you went to? Your family just shares the same ideals? Where does that come from?
What do you think my value system is, just to clarify?
Well, right now you're saying people should be arrested for saying words. And
No. I'm saying attempted murder, they should be.
That was I know, but you didn't argue that point.
That's actually the only point I argued.
No, you didn't argue that point. You did argue that it was premeditative.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that, but your argument wasn't very good.
Well, I want you to know that I also hate the state of Israel. I actually just came back from Palestine, where I was staying in refugee camps.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. My last name, dude. Don't let my last name get to you.
I'm still not letting you off. You still
And I like this fella right here because that's what we should be able to do this. Have conversations, disagree in peace, and agree in peace. Dap each other up when we agree on some shit. Talk as human beings when we disagree, but when we agree, man, give me some love, dap me up. You know what I'm saying? I like this interaction right now.
Why do you think there's been this rise of like agitators? It seems like they're specifically agitators.
Because they've been given permission by the president. Racism is on the rise, and they've been given permission to act the way that they want to now. It's open now. Racism is it's an everyday thing. There's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of pain going on in the communities, and it's intentional. It's unfortunate, because it doesn't have to be this way.
It's interesting because, especially with, your religious background, and I agree with you 100% on American values and what it means, and the kind of man you seem to be and how you carry yourself seems so antithetical to someone like Chud. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be honest. Yeah. It's like he's walking around hurling insults, and then he's like, oh, but I have a gun. And it's like, that doesn't seem like the kind of America that we want to prop up either.
What Chud did was very brazen. You can say it's wrong, the way he went about trying to prove the point of freedoms and liberties, but it does elucidate this reality. We see a lot of times In these cases, black people get off scotch-free, slap on the wrist. This situation just shows that there's not equal justice in this country. There's 2 tiers of justice in this country. We need to stand up for all Americans. If your rights and liberties are infringed on, those are my rights and liberties being infringed on as well. So while I disagree with Chud, I'm very public about my disagreement with his method, but at the end of the day, I'm standing up for liberty and for America and for religious freedom, for our rights, which are being...
I support that. I support that. And I'm glad that he said that he disagreed with the way that Chud went about it. I feel the same way. Chud was wrong. I don't care what y'all say. The shit Chud was doing was wrong. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it.
Infringed upon.
But I get what he was trying to do. He just went about it in a fucked up way.
It's a great song. Do you have a favorite Lil Wayne song?
Probably Drop the World.
Drop the World is a great one.
Oh yeah, that's a damn good one.
Wait, so what are you doing out here?
I'm actually gonna pay my lawyer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I had a case over here some other time ago, but we're getting it settled right now. So
nice.
Do I agree with everything that the man says on it? I wouldn't go do it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be going around doing that. But with that being said, again, you do have the right to defend yourself, and words do not condone violence. So that's why this is such a hot topic, I think, right now, because there's a lot at play. Could it be self-defense? Is he instigating? But hey, there's the First Amendment, right? And that's what the jury's going to be for, and the criminal justice system, and just watch it play out is going to be very interesting.
This is the only country in the world where you are freely to say what you want, how to live about your life, carry a gun if you choose. We all get free will.
Yeah.
And it's what your choice is on that free will. Neither here nor there how he says it. I'm more about freedom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, because this country, they're trying to take more of your freedom than trying to give you more freedom. So I think what he's been doing is trying to test the waters of how far free speech can go. But what people respond to him is you don't got freedom of consequence.
We need people showing up to these things in real life to really make our voices heard. I think social media is going to be the downfall of all of us. I think social media is a pacifier for the people, because when people are hushed and not taking any action and not standing up for one another, that's when you allow the powers that be to take true control. And that's very dangerous for us as Americans. Okay, we don't want things to happen to us like that have happened in other communist countries.
They're not here.
I agree with
They're
that.
chimping out.
Channel 5 worldwide.
Channel 5 worldwide. So I'm with this guy from Channel 5 worldwide. What's your name?
Liam.
Liam. That's my son's name.
Is it really?
Okay, now I'm liking him even more. He does happen to be a Ukrainian Bolshevik Jew, but we have a lot of things in common. We are both anti-Israel.
Yep.
And so listen, a Bolshevik Jew, anti-Israel, Ukrainian dude, and a conservative, patriot, America First guy, we're getting along.
Yep.
So Americans can come together on certain issues, like the fact that Benjamin Netanyahu is a terrorist and Israel is a terrorist state, right?
Yep.
Free Palestine?
Free Palestine.
Channel 5 Live Worldwide.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it, man. Shout out to Channel 5. I just heard of him yesterday, so I'm going to subscribe to him. I love this clip. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was pretty much objective. You know, people gave their opinions. People felt the way they felt, but I liked how everybody was just able to have a fucking conversation. Let's just talk about it without turning into sensitive little bitches. You know what I mean? But to wrap up my stance on how I feel about it, yes, Chud was wrong for what he was doing, but when it comes to the case, if through the eyes of the law, if it's self-defense, then Chud should be a free man, right? So we got to read between the lines. We got to see what actually happened. What really happened, right? Was Chud antagonizing him? Then the guy approached him. Like, from what we hear, right, Chud antagonized. The brother came up to him and put hands on him, and Chud shot him. If that is classic self-defense, then Chud should be a free man. Chud should be a free man. Simple as that. But look, man, we're going to follow the case. We're going to see what happens. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stay in tune with this, man. Y'all stay blessed out there. Lovely documentary. Shout out to Channel 5. Shout out to all the people involved in the documentary. Y'all did an amazing job. God bless.